Hi, everybody. The data analysis homework for this week includes some stuff that you might not know how to do or remember how to do, so I thought I should make this video to kind of clarify what it looks like. I'm sorry that my son's drumming, so hopefully you can hear me over the background noise of the drumming. So, let's take a look. If you go to the home page of our Camino, in the week 4 module, you'll see I put a file called final exam data. And this isn't really for our final exam. This is data that I made up for different class, their final exam data. If you click on it and download it, then it'll go like into your downloads folder, which is here. And then you want to open up JASP. And we'll go over here, and we're going to open a file from the computer. And let's see. I'm going to browse in my downloads folder. And here's the final exam data. So I'll open that. And now I've got my final exam data into JASP. And then what I'm going to ask you to do is use this data to run some t-tests. And a quick description of what the data set is. It's got student majors. So I've got 20 psych majors, 20 English majors, 20 business majors. I'm not going to have you work with that variable. It's a 3-category variable. And then here, I measured students' love of statistics on a scale from 1 to 10 3 times during the quarter. So this is an interval scaled variable measured 3 different times. And then over here, we have a dichotomous categorical variable, which is whether people are introverts or extroverts. Okay, so if we're doing t-tests, we're going to do the classical one. If you wanted to do an independent samples t-test, maybe to compare introverts to extroverts, you just click on that, and the grouping variable is introverts and extroverts, and the dependent variable is there. You want to make sure that you're doing a student's t-test. Over here, you can run your analysis for different kinds of hypothesis. This is a 2-tailed hypothesis. This is a 1-tailed, that group 1 will be higher than group 2, and this is a 2-tailed. A 1-tailed, that group 1 will be lower than group 2. You can do effect sizes, so we'll do a Cohen's d effect size. You can get descriptive statistics if you want. You can get confidence intervals if you want. We'll take that one out. And down here is for excluding missing values. So you can see when I click on these different things, the results show up right here. So this is our t-value. It's negative, so that tells you whichever group came first. The introverts have a lower mean than the extroverts, because a lower mean minus a bigger mean will give you a negative number. This is the p-value for the t-test. Anything below 0.05 tells you their t-test is statistically significant. This is our Cohen's d. That is an effect size. Really anything over, between 0.5 and 0.8 is considered medium. This is 0.78. That would be pretty big. You ignore the negative part here. You just take the absolute value. And here you can look at the means to see which group had the higher mean and by how much. All right. You can do paired t-tests. Here you would just need to put in the 2 different variables that you're comparing. Again, you can do effect size, you can do descriptives, all this kind of stuff. And if you're doing a 1-sample t-test, you just pick your variable. So let's say I'll take stats lev 3, that's going to be the variable. And you can see it gives you a t-value already. T-value of 14, you're like, what is it comparing it to? We have a sample mean, but what's our population mean? So you got to look over here where it says test value. And so say that we know the population mean is something like 4, as soon as I plug in 4 and hit return or enter, you can see the t-value changes. So here is where you put in what you think your population mean is. And then you can do effect size, you can do confidence intervals, all that kind of stuff. And it all shows up over here. So that's it. That's how you do the homework. Now, I'm not telling you, I'm not telling you how to actually interpret all of the data, but that tells you how to get the data and how to run different kinds of t-tests. Let me know if you have any questions.